Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss 7 letters of the Persian alphabet that are different when it comes to being connected to other letters. The letter Alif, which is the first letter of the alphabet, Dal, Zal, Re, Ze, Je, and the letter Vav. Why are they different? Well, the reason is that these letters can be connected to the letters that come in their right side, so to the letters that come before them, but not to the letters that come after them, so in their left side. Let me give you some examples. So let's check the letter Aleph first. The letter Aleph can have two shapes, the connected version and the normal version. This is the normal version, as you see in the alphabet. But the connected version, you can see this small line in its right side, which indicates that you can connect the letter Aleph to the letter that comes before it, so in its right side. Okay, for example, in the word bank, which means bank, we have the letter Aleph in the middle, and it is connected to the letter B, which is in its right side, okay, but not to the letter Ne in its left side. Okay, so it is connected to B, but not to the Ne. Why is that? Because we have the this small line in its right side. So it can be connected to the letter in its right side, which is B here. And here we have the word Abr, in which the letter Aleph is the beginning of the word. And you can see that the letter Aleph is not connected to the letter B, because the letter B comes after the letter Aleph, and Aleph doesn't want that, cannot be connected to any letter that comes after it. The next letter is the letter Dal, and it also has two shapes. So the normal shape, which is the right one, and the left one is the connected version. So the connected version, just like Aleph, in its right side has this small line, which means that you can connect the letter to the letter that comes before it, so in its right side. Here we have the word Gerdan, for example. Gerdan means neck, and you have the letter Dal here. Okay, as you can see, well, this is not probably a very good example, but because the letter Dal is not connected to the letter in its right side and in its left side. Why is it not connected to the letter in its left side? Because the letter Ne here came after the letter Dal, so in its left side. That's why the letter D, the letter Dal, is not connected to it. If the letter Ne was any other letter, the letter Dal still couldn't be connected to it, because it's in its left side. But why is it not connected to the letter Re in its right side? Well, because Re is also one of those letters that cannot be connected to the letter that comes after it, so in its left side. That's why the letter Re is not connected to the letter Dal. Okay? But if the letter before Dal here in its right side was anything else than these 7 letters, then they could be connected to each other. Let's say we have, for example, the word Geda, which is the word for beggar. So here we can see that we have the letter Ge in its right side, and Dal is connected to it easily, okay, but not to the letter Aleph in its left side. Here we have the word Dast, which means hand, and the letter D is the beginning of the word, and as you can see, it is not connected to the letter Se or Sin in its left side. The next letter is the letter Zal. It also has two shapes, the normal shape in its right and the connected version of Zal. And here you can see as well that there is this small line which indicates that you can connect this letter to the letter in its right side. So here we have the word لذیذ, which means delicious, and it has two of the same letter zal, but we are going to discuss this one here because it is in the middle of the word. So this ze or zal, in its right side there is the letter le, and it is connected to it, as you can see, but it is not connected to the letter ye in its left side for the same reason that I explained. Zal is also one of those letters, one of those 7 letters that cannot be connected to the letter in its left side. Here we have the word zehn, which means mind. The letter ze or zal is the beginning of the word, but it is not connected to the letter he because it comes after it. The next letter is the letter re, and this is the normal version, and this one is the connected version. As you can see, there is this small line in its right side attached to the letter re, which means that you can connect the letter re to the letter that comes before it. So here we have the word parvaz, for example, and you can see that the letter re is here, and it is connected to the letter p, but not to the letter v. And parvaz means fly, by the way. Here we have the word rast, which means right, and the letter re is the beginning of the word rast, and it is not connected to the letter alif. Okay. The next letter is the letter ze. This is the normal version, and this is the connected version. And again, you can see this small line its right side, and here we have the word khazidan, which means to crawl, and the letter ze is somewhere in the middle of the word, and it is connected to the letter he, but not to the letter ye in its left side. Okay, so it doesn't have any problem being connected to the letter in its right side. As you can see, it is connected to the letter he, but not to the letter ye, which is in its left side. Here we have the word zanbur. Here the letter ze is the beginning of the word, and it is not connected to the letter ne, which comes after it. And zanbur means bee. And the next letter is the letter je. This is the normal version, and this one is the connected version, just like ze and re. You can see here that it has this small line. We have the word pejman here. The letter je is connected to the letter pe, but not to the letter me, because the letter me comes after it. Here we have the word jacket, which means jacket, and the letter je is the beginning of the word, and it is not connected to the letter alif because it came after the letter je. And pejman is just a name for men. And the last letter that we're going to discuss is the letter v or vav. This is the normal version, and this one is the connected version. You can see this small line here, which indicates that you can connect it to the letter in its right side. So we have the word tavallud here. Tavallud means birthday, and you can see the letter v here, which is connected to the letter t in its right side, but not to the letter le in its left side. And finally, we have the word vahshi. Here, the letter v is the beginning of the word vahshi, and it is not connected to the letter he in its left side because simply it is in its left side and it came after the letter v. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful. If you find the content of this channel useful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with the people that you think might need it as well. Until another video, have a good time and take care.